Watch this before you scroll, because one of tennis' most respected voices just stepped in to settle a debate that has completely taken over the sport, and his answer is not what fans expected. Welcome back to Net Rush Report, your home for fast, emotional, and absolutely unmissable tennis stories happening right now. If you love the rivalries, the drama, and the battles that define this sport, make sure you're subscribed, because we're diving straight into one of the biggest arguments in modern tennis. This is not Federer, Nadal. Those 7 words from Serena Williams' former coach Patrick Mouratoglou just sent a shockwave through the tennis world, because fans everywhere have been comparing Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner to the legendary rivalry between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. And honestly, it's easy to see why people make the comparison. For the last 2 years, Alcaraz and Sinner have dominated the men's game with electrifying shot-making, back-and-forth battles, tournament takeovers, and an intensity that feels straight out of the early 2000s. One is explosive and relentless. The other is smooth, calm, and impossibly precise. Sound familiar? But according to Mouratoglou, the comparison is wrong. That he says the sport didn't even start with a big 3. It began with the big 2 of Federer and Nadal. He understands why people see similarities. Sinner's effortless elegance mirrors Federer. Alcaraz's power and emotion echo Nadal. Even the head-to-head storyline matches the old script. The more polished player struggling against the more physical beast. But here's the twist. Mouratoglou says Alcaraz and Sinner's rivalry is too close, too evenly balanced, and too unpredictable to fit the Federer-Nadal mold. Their matches don't have a clear hero and challenger. No dominant pattern. No overwhelming edge. And because of that, he believes we're witnessing something completely new. Something that belongs only to this generation. And honestly, he might be right. Just look at how 2025 ended. Carlos Alcaraz closed the year as world number 1, going unbeaten in the ATP Finals group stage with wins over Alex de Minaur, Taylor Fritz, and Lorenzo Musetti. He powered into the semifinal and took down Felix Auger-Aliassime with authority. Sinner? He did exactly the same. Unbeaten in his group, dominant in the semifinal, cruising past de Minaur again. The final in Turin was short on sets, but massive on drama. 2 razor-thin sets, both decided by inches, and the Italian walked away with a 7-6, 7-5 victory. And here's the part that still shocks the tennis world. Sinner missed 3 months of the season due to suspension, and he still nearly snatched the year-end number 1 ranking from Alcaraz. That alone tells you everything about how tight this rivalry really is. So, is it Federer, Nadal? According to Mouratoglou, absolutely not. This rivalry stands on its own, raw, modern, unpredictable, and built on equality, not dominance. And the real question now is this: will Alcaraz defend the throne, or is Sinner ready to take what he missed out on by inches? One thing is certain: their rivalry is just getting started. This is not Federer, Nadal. Serena Williams' former coach Patrick Mouratoglou has dismissed the growing comparisons between Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, arguing that their rivalry is something entirely different and far closer than fans realize. Let's break down exactly why he said that.